Hello and welcome to Sephrajin's Empyrion Galactic Survival episode 19. Today I'm gonna have a review on, a review comparison between two ships, which was one shell done by the Tacticon. So yeah, he had asked in the forum for some reviews. Yeah, I thought, why not? Let's have a look and try. So there's actually two. One is for PvP, or well, at least slightly more PvP, as I understood. Or it is. I'm not quite sure about that. Let's see how they evolve, or how they evolve. Now, they are the same ship as you see, and I need certainly God mode for faster traveling. So yeah, we do see it is the same ship on the outside, and I think it's looking nice. Means it's a basic shape, but it is decorated by blocks, so therefore it's nice. Also here the steps give it quite a dynamic approach, like yeah, I'm probably missing the word, icebreaker. You know those ships in the Antarctica that crush the surface ice on the water, so other ships can follow through. So I think it reminds me kinda to that kind of ship. Also the lower side, oh cool. This looks like a submarine upside down. Kinda, just this part here. Kinda looks like a submarine to me. I like it. And nice decorating blocks outside here. Oh, I've seen someone copying this kind of thing. Yeah, but then again, we have kind of limited places at times. Not places, structural possibilities. And it's all about how to combine all these single parts together that either make a good ship or not. Well, it's up to you. In the end, I kind of like this thing. It is a bit blocky, but by blocky I usually mean rectangular in one way or another. But then again, most ships are in some way or another. It's absolutely hard to really break the brick thing because the blocks are rectangular. So yeah, we do have kind of part of it. So anyway, let's go inside now. Which one shall we do first? So because on the outside they're both the same. Now this was the warship, and the ESF was the role-playing ship, as you mentioned it. So let's go for the ESF for the role-play thing. Short-term storage, okay. Now we do have some. This is nice, and it's high. It's just a bit short here. Nice fuel tank. This looks good. Nicely done. And more cargo and why make a door on the elevator, an airtight door, but then leave the elevator open? other than that, looks nice. Also here with the, well, let's call it a ventilation shaft. Looks good. So the elevator here is just to reach all the boxes. That's nice. All the boxes are named cargo box. That's not so nice. But I can understand that. It's very annoying to label all the boxes. Then again, it's not... Whoa, this is high. And, oh, let's go here. Oh, this is the lower bridge. I think this is the part I call submarine. Yeah. Nice. It's bright. You see a lot of what's going around out there, I guess. Yeah. Well, you do have a good round view, but I think another line of window might be nicer to actually see what you're where you're going to. You know, I mean, more. One could do, yeah, one more line greatly improved the view. Greatly. And there would be even the option to make it a dual layer, quite easy. I mean, it's just flat surface, for that matter. It's not oh jeez, diagonal. You know, it's not that for upwards and sidewards. It's just a flat surface. It's therefore easier to adapt. Anyway, so let's go back in. We could go further down. I think this is the emergency exit, kinda. Oh, well, almost. Seems like a quarter. 2 showers, 1 bed. Okay. You dirty little bastard. Need 2 showers? Oh, and another ventilation. Let's go back up. I think we were coming from here. Yeah. Okay. So let's get up here. This is some hall. I am in the roleplay thing, right? Yeah, I'm in the roleplay thing. So, for roleplaying, I kind of missed some stuff here. I mean, it's a good start. It really is. Especially here, so the round yellow-black things over here and here. This is really nice. Very nice detail. However, the rest is, for my personal taste, slightly too empty. Don't get me wrong, I like the combination of the textures and the lighting and the form of the room. It's just missing something, I don't know. Maybe chair or an NPC, maybe a flower. You know, so some decoration trees. Maybe even make it those bumped metal plates with some how it's called? Gee, yeah, that's the issue when doing kind of on the run without preparation, because I just wanted to give it the true impression I get, the first impression I get, and I wanted to capture this one for, yeah, you know, true authentic review. So it might happen that I miss a word, so I beg your pardon for that. Just like that, you know, just like that I was talking about in low room. This is nice. This fills the room, it makes it alive. But here again, the floor is... Well, I can't understand why. That's not the issue, because floors are pretty tough to do. Well, at least to my feeling and impression. I find floors, yeah, well, common speaking, actually all the textures, I find them rather hard to apply. But in the end, as I see, it's all the same floor texture, so this makes it great. Talking of great, this looks great. This is a very nice engine room. Very nice. Oh, yeah. You know, every time I want to build a ship, I want to do something like that, and every time I forget it. I just keep it then too simple and don't give it enough room to actually be able to do something like this. This is very nice, really. Console, some... How many ventilations do you got, man? These are expensive. Whoa, dude. These are 20 kilowatts per item. This is 40 times, so we're talking here about 800 kilowatts just to breathe. Oh. And yeah, we could go down to 3.4 megawatts. And I mean, this would improve the time quite a bit. About time, yeah. Let's see how much we can tank in it. 93 hours, yeah, it's... I don't know, my personal taste for CVs is... it's base. So base is something I can go to and don't have to care too much about. It doesn't need as much maintenance as you know, an SV to a small vessel to do some point of interest. I had this left and right entry, great. So those would need more repair and, yeah, maintenance and refilling and stuff, because you use them daily and for fighting and stuff. A CV in comparison, well, as I understood, I'm always looking this Baikal-Class for role play, and specifically role play. So I'm not quite sure if it's for fighting, and especially if it is for fighting, it needs more tanks and higher duration. Well, my personal taste, of course, only. Not too much. Personally, I think around 300-ish hours pure standby. So pure standby would be... Okay, yeah, there comes another issue. But anyway, yeah, this would be about pure standby with the given possibilities. And for this, I would like to have 300 hours for my CV, for my personal things. Not saying this is bad, but 93 hours is enough. It is enough. Especially if you're going with a crew, with a fraction, so usually someone is online, someone can update it. But if you go alone and don't play every day, 93 hours might be a bit short. I mean, just take, for example, you get sick and can't or don't want to log in for some reason, or, you know, then 1 week is done, is through pretty fast, so therefore 93 hours might be a bit short. But then again, as soon as you play it together or have some friends you can call to and rely, to refill the ship while it's running. I mean, just for that reason, you need to let the ship powered on so the plants won't die. And also, if you're playing online, whether a small group, local, private server or a public server, doesn't matter for that reason, because as soon as someone is on the playfield, the power will be drained. So it would be nice and wise to always choose a place to park your SV where not too many people come along if you know you're gonna be away for a while. So this will be a huge power saving, and yeah, less chance that something happens to them. Because again, only if someone is on the playfield, the ships are running, the power is drained, and the drones can't fight. And this is the medbay, it seems. Would have been nice to have some indication what to expect. This room is empty. Well, this hallway is empty, and I have no idea whatsoever what's behind this door, so I'm just guessing here. So this is 2 entries for the, and this side, oh, this is quarters, okay. Now that I see a room of a height of 3 blocks, we really do need some painting textures or something alike. You know, like the other textures. Where is it? Well, let's give it this one and texture. So, you know, like these symbols, something like that, but you know, like a painting. Doesn't matter if it's black or white, to quote Michael Jackson, but yeah, just something would be nice. And I'm talking now for Elon Studios, not oh, I forgot your name. Sorry, don't I see it here? Rebirth. Rebirth. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So Rebirth. Ah, yeah, nice. Now we're talking. Well, I think you just, I think you just had the same idea of what I was talking in the room before, and you try to compensate for that. And yeah, it's probably about the best one can do without making too many individual symbols, and give it a kind of sense. Oh, there's a hallway up there I like. So let's see, secondary hangar and long-term storage. Okay, I guess we're here in the central elevator again. Are they labeled at least? Okay, no, it's all for me to label, or for you anyway. And some more food processing, quite a few, holy moly. This is bunch, really bunchy. So many food processors, and how many? How large is the farm? So this is the farm. This is the farm. Where's the 21? This is all off the farm. And we just have fridges here. And the food processors all the way down there, and then all the way back here. I know that this is the same, so it's not really the same as I had expected at first. Yeah. What's the purpose of this ramp? I'm not complaining, I just don't get it. I'm confused because it's not required and it doesn't help. Well, unless it's some kind of slightly additional protection to enter the ship while there is a battle, I could imagine. But other than that, I see no purpose for this one. But it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, and anyway. Now I get it. These fields are his parking fields, so in space you can park on the wall. That's true, I did it several times in my other ships. And yes, so you get a lot of more parking room without using or wasting actually room, like for another plate or so. That's nice. So we can go up here. Yeah. We are in a roleplay build, right? So what's this room for? Now here we're in the construction. To engineering and work turret stations. Ooh, I like this hallway. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Why did it miss that stuff in the room above? That's so sad. This looks great again. Kind of miss something in the middle. Something in the middle. I don't know. Some block console. You know some. I don't know. For any decorations, just something like that. You know, like. Oh, the half one. Just an idea. So something like. That. And we have what colors usually here? White and gray. So let's do that in white and gray. So dark gray on the whole block, please. So just something like that, and it already gives another touch. But I do like this looks incredible. I mean, this is just some huge pipe, some condensator, generator, power store, air filter. I don't know, but it looks good. And another one. Okay, at least here you try to save them. That's good. So do we have down here just another room? Yeah, okay, good. But I was on the way up, so let's keep that approach. Yeah, we're here in the empty room again. Yeah, two vents. Two vents. One here, and here's... So this room has actually 4 ventilation rooms. Ventilations, okay. But then again, only the lower 2 apply, because on the upper ones the light. Let's see. Does the light... No? Okay, that's good to know. The light can, the air can pass the lights, as it seems, because I don't see a, I don't see the screen stuff here. So lights are obviously not airtight. So yeah, we're fine. Upper bridge and locker room. Upper bridge. Yeah, how far up? And let's disable that one again, so I can see. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. Main hang. Yeah, but where's the upper bridge? Oh, we can go further up. Right. Didn't we just had quite a bunch of locker rooms in another room? Oh, ammunition, great. Repair passenger seats with some information on flight and health. As it seems, some more passenger seats and more ammo boxes. Nice. And also the style with doors is through all the ship. That's about usually the hardest part, to keep one style through the whole ship. It's kinda... I'm wondering what kind of texture this is. Oh no. I wasted it. I'm sorry. I was just curious. I mean, it wasn't this, was it? Here's more. And more of a bridge. And more passenger seats. No, that's mean. They can't even look outside. They're just looking at the wall. Oh. Was that me or was that before? This could have been me, I'm sorry. But it's just so I'm not gonna save it anyway. It's for reviewing. Cover on hidden weapons, deploy hide ramps. Where's that hide ramps? What does it do, the hide ramps? Is the thing down here? The ramp is down now. And the ramp is up. Okay. That's that thing. What's the other doing? Uncover hidden weapons. We have hidden weapons? Sounds interesting. Nope. But where are they? Well, hidden, obviously. Ah. Do you... Is that a trapdoor? It is. It's a trapdoor. Ah, cool. It's a trap. It's a trap. Oh my god, it's a trap. Yeah, weapons are tricky. Are trapping. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So I'm quite sure I've missed something. Let's go a bit through all the stuff. Here's more ammo. Oh no, that was cargo. Or was that ammo? Should have looked closer. Because here the ammo is blue. But also it's large boxes, and I think the other were small ammo boxes. Either way, it has enough ammo boxes. Now, for that's for sure. But I'm not quite certain about the other actually being ammo boxes. They could have been also just regular cargo boxes. Well, let's have a look where they are. Where did they go? I just want to have a look at those again now. I'm not that familiar with the ship yet, so I have to look around a bit. Nah. But I know I've just kind of been in there. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this was it. So what's this? It's a cargo box. It's not an ammo box, it's cargo box. Yeah. But that's fine, that's okay. Quite a few storage devices, yeah, and here more lockers. It's quite a few, yeah, quite a bunch of lockers. Can't have enough cargo boxes. And I mean, I can understand that you want to store food, but how are you supposed to fill all these fridges with only 21 plots? I mean, really, and all these... Don't get me wrong, it looks great, but it's quite a bit an overkill having 12 food processors for 21 plots. I mean, that's like one piece, just a piece, not even a stack or something. That's like one piece of fruit or vegetable in each food processor, and you do need more than one piece. Well, those 3, 4, 2 or 4 things you get after from one plant. So this is almost like just a combination of the two, and then you're done. So, I mean, it's... Yeah, but there is room to add more plots. So I guess one could improve that. Well, not improve, I'm sorry, bad word. One could apply that or integrate, because yeah, we've just seen in a room here's more space for thrusters, okay, but one could also just plant more plants to actually get a use for all these food processors and fridges. But then again, how much weapons do you have? It's quite a few, it feels. I don't know. I know, right, this one is the role-playing thing that doesn't have too many weapons. And this is the PvP. So, we've done with the roleplay. I'm sorry for some harsh words, but for roleplay I'm missing more also, I'd like to have more filled rooms for a roleplay ship. Makes sense, right? And for an effective PvP ship, yeah, that's not required. Actually, it would, yeah, not it would not be efficient for a PvP build anyway. But it would be nice for role playing thing. The empty room for the thrusters or whatsoever, or RCS. I don't know what he planned there. I think it was here, right? Going to place more devices. Yeah, whatever devices. I think it might be these. Then again, as of now, this is a nice solution. I mean, they're not they're not on the outside, but then again, they don't burn something as of just now, because there's enough space to the inside, so the thrusters don't burn anything. So this is something I like, even though the thrusters are not exposed. Adding here more stuff might remove this one, because just the moment they start doing damage might get difficult. Then again, you could try to place one row, or in each direction one row of thrusters if you need to. This is nice. I like this decoration part. So anyway, let's have a look at the PvP ship. So for PvP, for battling, I do expect at least 2 layers of combat steel. If this does not apply, for my taste, it's failed. So let's have a look. And I do need something to verify it's really that. Okay. This part, it's great. House? Oh, yeah, it's the half and full blocks, right? Yeah. But then again, for battling, it still has, right? It uses all the maximum allowed weapons. Yeah. Maximum allowed weapons in default gameplay, so this makes it combat capable at the very least. And it's quite more expensive, not expensive, the contrary, it's quite power saving on ventilations, because here's only 28, whereas the other one has 40. So this ship should last longer with a full tank. Going thrusters out, yeah. The other one had 98 and this one has 118, so that's about 20 hours more, which is not a day. Well, not a day you don't have to log in, so that's a plus. Especially so you have more power for the combat, so that's a plus too. Otherwise, it's as I was expecting, quite similar. Bit less of coloring, because you don't need, you don't actually need all the colors and lights, well, lightning details, just the basics for combat, because eventually it will be broken and shut off anyway, so there's no need for too much details. But then again, obviously just basic lighting is something one needs. Ooh. Well, it does work. I used to use these too. I didn't see this in the other. Yeah, they're quite looking the same. They really do. Maybe I should have checked the other way around. For a better impression, because right now I just have the feeling of watching pretty much the same. Yeah, not exactly, but almost. So we're missing here the ramp. I think it was here. Oh no, it was here. This is also a nice touch. I get it. This is for parking hovers. Right. Again, yeah, for the battleship it's not that much important, but you know, at the very least, it would be nice to have something like this. Where's the food? Isn't there food somewhere? Weren't there the food stuff and... Ah, right, this one has no food. Yeah, true, it's a battleship, it doesn't have food. Well, no, probably it has food, but in the fridges, in the two fridges, quite more efficient and power saving. And only two, you know, why do you need food processors if you don't have any food? Right, you do need to make plastic, so you can do your laser and plasma ammunition. So that is something. Oh, let's see about the thrust. Right, completely forgot about the thrust. So this is for PvP, or for fights. Okay, it's for spacefight in that case. I wouldn't dare care to go on a planet with it, because I'd be afraid to not be able to get off. Well, we do have good back thrusters, well, thrust to forward direction. So up here, over here, 29 meters per second, square second. So this means we are able to leave a planet that has 2 actually this is to be multiplied by 0.98, so it's slightly less. I'm not doing a calculator right now, but yeah, this would be enough to leave a planet with around 2.56, well, let's say 2.7 G. This would be enough. If this is enough to raise your nose, so you can use the back thrusters as the thrusters in the back to leave the planet. However, for fighting 11 and just 10, I usually go by the well, term saying thumb rule, well, or P multiplied by thumb would be like half of the thrust to brake than you have for acceleration. And well, for fighter jets, for small vessels, it should be 15 meters per square second to the sides, and this has 11, but it is also a CV, a capital vessel, and it's in space. So I don't have that much combat experience, especially not with CVs. I don't know. Turning, yeah, CVs are quite nice for their turns, especially if you have T2 RCS. They're quite powerful, at least until here. This, yeah, this is, it's Egal for CV. Let's go inside here. Let's have a look how this turns. Oh, with them on, please, I guess. Well, I do like to play CVs with the keyboard rather than with mouse. It takes a bit and you can't shoot, but if you're just moving, just jump from A to B, it's a lot more convenient for my taste than with a mouse. Then again, you have to get the feeling, because this is the down arrow and this is the up arrow, so it might be confusing, but then again, you often have these switched axes for piloting vessels in many games, so you might be familiar with that too already. Yeah, but the handling is nice, in general speaking. Changes fast, it has thrust, and if you don't if you don't crash on an asteroid, it can maneuver quite well. I mean, it is a class 10 ship, so yeah, it's quite difficult at times. I mean, it has a certain size, so for a class 10 ship, it has a pretty good handling. At least those I've tested so far, anyway. Yeah. This said, I actually should have a look at the steering of the roleplay one as well. So just so I have them together again. Oh, wait. Alright. I just watched it in the wrong direction. Yeah, steering is nice. So let's see with the RP thing. Probably it's just about the same. Oh, even 1 meter more per second to the back. How did he do that. It's just the same meganewton. It's bigger size class. How did you do that? That's amazing. Did you somehow get lower the overall mass? It's 120 kilotons, and this one's 123. So, yeah, it's the weapons. It's the weapons, right? Well, probably cargo boxes and other stuff. No, oxygen is 24, and oxygen is, yeah, quite more, 76. 66 fuel tanks in the battle cruiser, no, in the roleplay cruiser, and 42 in the battle cruiser. But yeah, so you see, the roleplay cruiser has more fuel tanks, is lighter, but because of the decoration blocks, that's just draining power. But yeah, this personal taste, I know, but both ships have, for my very personal taste, way too few fuel tanks. It's enough, but it's better than the prefabs, of course, because they just lost way not long enough. But but so far, this is actually the only point I'm not that comfortable with. Other than that, it's nice. It's a bit huge. And when I talk about huge, I mean confusing. But then again, it might just be a day or two to get familiar with the construction, because you have 2 elevators, and on each elevator, well, not on each elevator, and you can run through the whole ship on the floor and stay on the floor. Get from one elevator to the other. Oh, that's 3 elevators. Huh? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 elevators. So you have 3 places to move up and downwards within the ship and go to the next floor. So once you have the locations of the stuff memorized, it's quite possible. But then again, yeah, no, it's good. It's just a bit spread out, you know. Especially the roleplay one. Yeah, the roleplay one has too few decorations in it. Or no, that's not correctly. It has enough where there are, but as I said, that there are one or two rooms. I'd miss something. Well, I'm missing something there, but other than that, what is done is done very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I still want to look something here. Oh, we're here for PvP, right? For combat. So I do need to check this. Yeah, but it's 2 again. Ah, this looks good actually. Let's check just for some weak spots, possible ones. And I think I just found one. This one, yeah, this one's a weak spot. You gotta fix this. Oh yeah. Then it, yeah. Oh yeah. And here too. Yeah. And here too. And this is the warship, right? Oh no, this is roleplay. Okay, no, I'm sorry. This was the wrong ship now. So which part was that? I think it was. Damn, I should have looked previously. I was just looking at the corner. Yeah, exactly, this one. So below the blue here. And let's see. Yeah. The idea is nice, but I'd highly recommend to put some of these at the very least. You see, there's no issue between the two of here, so you can use the smaller one. To get the additional protection, you know, like for the space shuttles, those burning material layers kind of thing. And with just this one, you can, yeah, okay, this will still be a weak spot. But then again, I probably could. No, it's a half, so let's try not this one, this one. Yeah, this make it a little less, I guess. Other than that, yeah, it's. I mean, somehow one could play even with that. Just make a slight texture in it and highlight it in some way. I mean, we have here the wall anyway, so that's not adding much to it. Not much. It does add, but not much. But it gives a way better protection just having an actual second layer. But then again, I'm not quite sure it just so happens that sometimes they can't shoot their. I mean, it just needs to come from down here, and probably no, it doesn't explicitly target RCS. So for that matter, it wouldn't shoot here. Well, drones and stuff. But then again, players might. Players might. So I'd highly recommend to place a second combat steel layer there. Somehow. I mean, could also just every second or use the half walls, because it also has same health points, and this way you could probably go something like this, right? Yeah, we'd have another detail with this. Okay, this one's not so nice, but this will give the same protection as this one and adds another detail to it. So it's just a suggestion. Do whatever you like. It's my opinion and thoughts and ideas I share along. And you're free to use or ignore it. Yeah. And as I said at the beginning, especially for the combat ship here, you might want to add a second layer of enforced glass. You know, going along with the saying 2 layers of combat steel, or 2 layers of protection, 2 layers of glass. I mean, you're in space, and you know, if the glass gets a crack in it and all the air is sucked out into the space, so a second layer of glass might help protect that. You know, speaking of a warship with 2 layers of protection, right? Other than that, yeah. I find it slightly confusing, but then again, I'm not used to ships, so that's why I keep it all in one single hallway as much as possible with my ships. And I also play with peeps that really have issues to find their way along ships. I mean, really, even in the stuff they build their own, they get lost. So yeah, I try to keep the parts to walk around simple as possible, but that's an issue with most good-looking ships. It's very hard to do an interior, rooms and stuff, and hallways that looks living, looks alive, and a main one is practical. I mean, the practical approach of a single hallway is it's all in one hallway. You really can't get lost. Yeah, you can't get lost in a single hallway. But then again, if there are any invaders, they can just spread out as easy as you can find your way out. So it has a drawback as well. So the more hallways you have, the more confused the enemy is, and the more time he needs to find his way along, and the more traps you can set for them, if you can. And I really like the idea here with the trapdoors. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. It's great. Awesome idea, man. Awesome. Yeah. So generally speaking, I like the ships. The interior is nicely done. The decorative ship, the roleplay ship, I would like to see those 2 rooms having something more in it, especially the empty one. Let's see again. Just, you know, when you search for it, you don't find it anymore. That's just common behavior, right? Yeah, here, this one looks very empty. I don't know, you could do some plant pots here. Better not. Or you could do, you know, just like I did in the Sephrajin Kara, and I don't recall from which ship I've got that idea. I really liked it. Make RCS and do some plots around it, you know? So this stuff, like zack. Yeah, or just make it that way, for example. Or either that or inverted, you know, and fill the place here with RCS, or vice versa. Place RCS where the pipes are and do the pipes here. So either that or this one, you know? So now either fill here with RCS or fill here with RCS. And obviously 2 rows. This would increase maneuverability when required. And also fill the room with something. And speaking of filling the room, 2000 megawatt. Okay. I'm just curious now. Dun, dun, boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's enough. Whoa! Turn it, turn it. Okay, that's with 30 meters per second. And this is with 29 meters per second. I don't see a thing. Gee, it's foggy. Yeah. Okay, but it does work on Omicron, so I guess one could say it is planetary approved. But for both ships, well, yeah, for both ships, I would recommend, just a recommendation, to split the engines in two. Pack just a few, like 10% of the RCS in the second group, along with, you know, the second group of thrusters, and keep the first group of thrusters to an absolute minimum, like 5 meters per second to each direction. So you have like a half G force thrust. This is way enough for space if you're not in a hurry or anything, or don't need to escape the orbital gravitational force of a planet. Kind of thing, you know, that foggy part thing just around the planet before you enter or just after you leave. You have this cloudy, dusty thing, and this also breaks or slows you down, whatever point you have. And yeah, to get through that, you might need more, or yeah. Yeah, it would be enough to go through that anyway, but it just takes some time. But it would greatly increase the lifetime of the thrusters. Also, it's just a recommendation or an idea, part of the review. And with this said, I would say I'm done with it, because I'm not so much into fighting even for combat vessels, because I'm not gonna do with this ship another try in Rocky Sting's scenario, because that would just take another 80 minutes, so don't want to do that, because I wanted to review the ship building and not the fight handling. I'll leave that to you, because I don't have enough experience in that topic, so I'll leave that to those that have sad experience. Anyway, at this point I want to thank you for watching. I hope I gave you some ideas and points. Hope you liked. I hope you're not too much disappointed whatsoever in each direction. Thanks for watching. See you around next time. Thanks. Oh, other point.